Hi, Professor Dave, and hello, classmates. My name is Fernanda Busado. I decided to do my final speech as a video because I haven't done another video since my first one, which was the story that we had to tell, and I feel like I've grown to be more confident speaking in front of a camera, knowing that it's going to be seen by a few people. So this is going to be my final speech. When I first started this course, I didn't really know exactly what I was going to take from it, and I didn't really have the right idea of what to be mindful meant. Before I took this course, I thought being mindful was just considering others' feelings and considering your own feelings. Regardless that is part of it, it's not what it's all about. And once I started taking this course, I realized that to be mindful means to be present, to be in that exact moment, and to not stress about the past or the future or what was or what could be, but to just focus on the exact moment that you're dealing with at that present time. And to me, that is a lot, and that's something that I've lacked for my entire life. I've always been that girl who has worried about my past or is worrying about my future, but I seem to lack living my life in that exact moment. And I will say that one huge thing I took from this course was that I noticed a difference in my character, in my goals, and how I look at life. And to me, that's really important. Some of the main concepts that I actually did the group project on were the conversation and listening skills and self-talk. The conversation and listening skills by far was the most important chapter that I read, and I read it very intensely, and I mean that as I would read it and stop and read again what I just read to really get a full understanding of what they were trying to teach me and what Houston was trying to say. To me, that was really important because I noticed out of all the chapters, that was the one chapter that I took a lot in from. I really enjoyed when Houston talked about all these ways that we can fix our listening skills and our communication skills, because at the end of the day, we use communication every day, and it is very important to sit there and fully invest your time and fully invest everything in that present moment. When I was younger, I used to just be that person that talked and talked and talked and never really fully listened. I had a really troubled time trying to focus and listen to other people. But I noticed as I grow older and the more I have to have better conversation skills, that I didn't fully develop it in the way that I should have. And when I say that, I mean I would listen, but I wouldn't continue a conversation as well as I would if I was the one talking. Reading that chapter helped me better that, and I noticed a change. My coworkers and my friends noticed a change. They noticed that I was trying to continue the conversation, just like emotional intelligence to-dos. I was trying to continue this conversation because I genuinely cared about what they had to say. Now, I don't say that I never cared before, but I do say that now I care deeper, and that's important, and that's something that I took in from taking this course. So that was very important to me. One of my favorite quotes, which were actually put in the first chapter, it says, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes." And that quote's from Marcel Proust. To me, that meant a lot, and that's actually how I started reading, and that intrigued me instantly, because some people have goals on bettering themselves, and they have those goals in different ways, whether it's to get more fit or to care more or to have a better job or to eat healthier. To me, I agree with those, but I always wanted to look at life in new eyes. I believe that looking at life and looking at situations with different mindset is so important, and I know that I have that ability to do that now. I was in a tough place last year in my life. I had a lot of changes occurring, and mentally I was drained. Physically, I was still up and walking, but I was drained as well. I started feeling lost, and I changed everything because I felt like I had to, and I knew I needed to. I left my job. I left a relationship I was in for a while, and I did all these things, and everyone questioned me why I'm doing it, and I just looked at them and I said, I need a better understanding of how it is to live life and enjoy life. I noticed I wasn't happy. I was waking up sad, and I was going to bed sad, and it was not mainly because of other people that were in my life, but it's because I wasn't happy with myself. I didn't really love myself for a small period of time, and that was really tragic to me. I thought that was the worst thing I've been through, because everyone should love themselves and wake up and be happy that you are living another day. You know, we're lucky enough to have that. So I'm only explaining that because starting this course, I didn't think at first that this was gonna benefit me so immensely like it actually had. Before I started this course, I was slowly getting back on track, but I was always stressed. My conversation techniques were lacking a little bit, and I work talking to people. A huge difference I've noticed is after all the exercises we've done, after all the reading and communicating mindfully, that I developed a happier aspect in life. That in itself is a huge deal, because not everyone is lucky enough to look at life the way that some of us do. It took me a while to get here, but I'm happy that I finally have. I believe that living life mindfully is very important, and I wish that everyone could live life mindfully and think mindfully. Living in the present moment is very important because, one, you're not gonna stress out about the past or stress out about the future. Yes, it's nice to have goals, and I have so many goals I want to accomplish, but it's even better to accept what's going on right now and be happy with where you are. So being mindful has improved a lot in my life. I'm not as stressed. I have more motivation for so many different things I want to try. And one of them is actually yoga. I've done it a few times in the past, but I've never mentally been invested. And I believe that after taking this course, I will. I believe that I want to start meditating again and becoming more mindful in my meditations. I did meditate a few times during the course. I didn't meditate every week. There was one week that I meditated 3 times, and that was for one of the discussions we had. And that in itself did benefit me a lot. It was a really tough week for me, and I noticed the change in character was intense. I went from being stressed out and being like, I can't do this, to being motivated and knowing I can. My anxiety has gone down a lot, and that is very important. And mindfulness can benefit you. If you have anxiety, you just have to let it. With practice makes perfect, and that was one of the quotes from the videos that Professor Dave had shown us in one of the resources. I did really enjoy everything in this class, and I learned so much that I will take with me and continue to better and continue to learn more. And that just proves that this course was very important. Now, one of the other resources I want to use is from chapter 2, which was the conversation listening skills, and it was page 35. And it was this one section that I really liked reading. And it says, and if we rely on habitual patterns of behavior, learned scripts, and personas, our days can in fact be quite redundant and often boring. Now, I chose that because of how truthful it is. When we live not really paying attention, not really trying in conversations or listening, everything just becomes bland. And that's not how we should live. We should live in a world so colorful. And that involves investing time into other people and especially yourself. Whether it's listening or talking, those are two important aspects of a healthy relationship. Now, my relationships have gotten so much better since this course. I'm closer with a lot of my friends. I see them a lot more often because I have the energy to again. I have nothing but good reviews at work with customers and coworkers and my bosses. Everyone has noticed a change, but most importantly, I've noticed that change as well. And I want to say that being mindful is very important. And it's a mix of being positive as well. From the beginning of this course to the end, I just kept learning every week. And I'm grateful for taking this course. Thank you.